Hello again everybody and Merry Christmas. Welcome to the final day, day 24 of the Beer Hawk Advent Calendar tasting sessions. Yes, unfortunately we are at the end. It is the end of our Advent Calendar, but sign alas, we have this one review left. And this is the Hertog Jan, and this is their Grand Prestige. I hope I pronounced that brewery right, probably not, it's Dutch, I don't know. And as you can see by the label, pretty much everything on here is in Dutch, even on the back. There's not many English words on there whatsoever. My Dutch is not particularly good, so I'm not going to try and explain what this says. But what I will say on it, it does have 2 awards, both from the Beer World Cup, both winning gold awards in 2014 and 2018. So if they're anything to go by, this promises to be a lovely little tipple. Here we have it then, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last beer from the Beer Hawk Advent Calendar, which makes me a little sad, to be honest, but I am looking forward to trying this one. This is Hertog Jan, the Grand Reserve. First of all, in terms of the head on it, the head went really quickly. Dissipated within about 30 seconds or so. There's a bit of webbing on the top there, but generally it's pretty much disappeared. In terms of its appearance, as you can see, it is kind of a darkish brown colour. When you hold it up to the light, you kind of get a red, really nice red hue to it when it's held up to the light. I don't know how much that'll be picked up on camera, but it's held up to the light, it looks proper red. Obviously away from the light, it's more of a kind of a brownish colour, and that head is that very light brown colour to it. Let's get our snozzle in there for the last time and go with the aroma. Ooh. Yeah, this this smells, even though it's in the Netherlands, this smells of that traditional Belgian beer, strong as fuck. This has got that lovely kind of hit of molasses, the malt in there, and just that lovely kind of spiciness to it as well. It smells a drink that you kind of want to enjoy on Christmas Eve. This is a very Christmas Eve-esque beer. Smells absolutely divine, and those aromas are really malt and spice that come through, like I say, hint of molasses. Smells really nice. Let's go in and give it a try. That's bloody beautiful. This tastes really good. The kind of initial taste weirdly is a bit like a cola flavour, but not in the kind of traditional kind of you know, Coca-Cola you'd buy from a shop. This is a lot more deep and dark in terms of its flavour, and that's a weird thing to say, how is dark a flavour, but it kind of is with this beer. It's kind of that kind of burnt sugar, dark brown sugar flavour, molasses comes through, kind of hints of kind of a dark malt to it. It tastes absolutely divine. It tastes, well, like it should do really. Like I would liken this really to a traditional strong Belgian, and like, you know, not like a more equivalent to a quad than a tripel, but it's still, you know, that flavour is bloody beautiful. I'm gonna have another swig. Yeah, just really overriding is that kind of cola, but dark sugar, burnt sugar, molasses flavour that comes through it with a bit of the malt. It's a really nice beer. The sweetness of this beer is not overriding. Yes, it has that kind of sweetness to it, but I kind of like that, and this is what I'd expect and what I like from a beer of this kind of style. You want that kind of sweet taste to it, but you don't want it to be kind of overpowering of the bitterness, and again you don't want it the other way around, where the bitterness is overpowering that kind of sweet taste. That's the thing with one of these beers, is getting that balance right. And if you can get that balance right, you're on to a winner, and this certainly gets it bob on. The balance between that bitterness and sweetness is just absolutely perfect. The bitterness is there, but also so is the sweetness, and they're kind of in equal measure. Maybe the sweetness creeping ahead a little, but it just tastes absolutely divine. I'm going to go for another swig. In terms of the mouthfeel to this, it is a medium to thick mouthfeel. Certainly lingers in the mouth, stays there for quite a while after you've kind of finished this and swigged it. Tasting now, it's kind of still on the kind of edges of my tongue there, but it's a very, very nice beer. For a 10% beer, you would usually expect the kind of that alcohol heat to kind of come through. It does a little, but it's not overpowering. It's there, but it's not like, holy shit, there's loads of alcohol in it. It's a nice kind of warming kind of flavour in the background. It's not harsh at all in that way, and that's quite surprising because this is a 10% beer. It takes a lot of brewing skill to make a 10% beer not taste like a 10% beer, and I feel like this does that. The kind of finish on it is medium. It's nice. It's not dry at all. This just goes down a treat. You left that residual sweetness, but this is a bloody beautiful beer. I can see why it's won so many awards. That's for sure. If I'm going to put this on the rate beer scale, which we will do for the final time with this advent calendar, for me, it's not quite pushing the 90s. I love it, but it's not quite up there with our Roquefort 12s and our Carmelites. It's there, but it's not quite. So for this, I'll have to give this, I know it's the same score as yesterday, but an 89. It is a very, very nice beer. 89 is, I think, appropriate for this beer, and I think really this beer is lovely. So yeah. So there we have it then. That is unfortunately the end of our Beerhawk Advent Calendar. If you've taken the time to watch all of these videos, I really, really think you need to get a life. All joking aside, I really appreciate you watching these videos, and I'll give a sum up of the kind of Beerhawk Advent Calendar in a full review tomorrow, whether I think it's worth purchasing. But thank you for watching this video, and if you've watched any of the others, thank you for that too. Cheers. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to hit the like button down there. And if you want to see more content like this, me tasting beers, me brewing beers, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Cheers.